Hell, boys, this is kind of an awkward time to do this, but I did just get I am thinking or whatever. But anyways, what am I actually talking about? Hello, my name is Kuliyoshi, and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we did some interesting stuff. Well, I guess more or less, we did the Great Sea map some more. But again, we didn't finish it all the way. Now that we have more stuff, we can do this other things. So yeah, we're going to beat some giant bosses now because I thought it would be really cool, because it probably will be. And my goodness, we're gonna have a lot to take out. Oh boy, that's gonna be a ton. I'm not actually ready for this, let's be honest, but it's a giant boss battle, except we have to deal with both Ganon and Phantom Ganon at the same time. It is incredibly annoying, probably. Well, I need to find where Ganon Boy is first. There he is. We're gonna see if he does a weakling attack first. That is one of them, thankfully. So we're gonna do that. We'll just use the time to do Magic Fountain Plus a bit. See if we can maybe get a second one as well. And then, instead of dealing with his bullcrap or whatever stuff we're gonna do, we're just gonna do this. Bam! One Extreme Crush. Bam! Again in our Extreme Crush. And then we'll wait to see if he's doing his animation. Nope. Oh. Okay. That was a bit slow, but we'll see if it works. Nope. Yeah, see, it was a bit too slow. Okay, we'll have to just give him the arrow. Okay, thankfully he did it pretty quickly. But yeah, I used Extreme Crush multiple times simply because if you don't do that, then you would have to do the same combo thing that you used to defeat him the last time. But if you have enough magic, you can just use Extreme Crush to defeat him instead, and that is significantly faster than the other strategy. Now we need to check to see if this is... Oh, okay, it's a prison boy. I was looking to see if I could, like, maybe use an Extreme Crush on the other chair, but I think this will work just fine. Oh, really? He did that right off the bat? I could have sworn I thought he was already down, but, whatever, game. Whatever floats your boat, game. Oh, frick, my other character is way too close, so I can't necessarily knock the prison over right away. Let's see, do I actually have Extreme Crush? Let's check. Okay. Well, since I have an Extreme Crush, I figure may as well go on Phantom Ganon right now. Initially, I had plans to do something else, but I decided to just do that instead. Alright. Oh, it's all the big bosses, I just realized. Basically, the hard mode bosses. Because, first we had other stuff, then we had this. And now we have frickin' Imprisoned on top of all this. Who somehow got one shot. I'm glad that that happened, because that would have taken really a lot of time to wait for him to get up again. I actually didn't realize the Imprisoned was there as well. Goodness, all of the strong ones today. Imprisoned, Phantom Ganon, and all the other stuff. I might be coming back here a bit yet, because Imprisoned's still pretty tough to get. Though we do have boss rush stuff now, where we could potentially get more Imprisoned materials. I'm not sure if I want to go there right away. What if I want Imprisoned pillars more sooner? I might want to do that. Okay, thankfully that still didn't take too long. Thanks to all the other stuff we have. Ooh, we have a sea spray one. We haven't dealt with sea spray in a very long time. Alright. And we have this one. It's a good thing I got more salvage arms, because I knew I would need them for this part in particular. And this is where we get a level 2 Younglink item. Oh, we can only play as him. Not like I care. Since I haven't played Younglink much, maybe I should just use him for longer. I'm gonna use part of the strategy and then just kind of go magic, because again, Younglink works way better when he's in Focus Spirit than when he's not. So let's just do that for the first part. Okay. Located from the southeastern Mora Owl statue, which is down where I start, kind of. Oh my goodness, what is going on with these troops, though? This looks a little bit menacing of a battle. I will have to agree. Not gonna use this necessarily right away. I want to kill some other troops first. Oh, I see why. I think it might be barrier keeps or something else. Oh, no, it's not. It's not even that. It's this one again. The fighting has become in various locations one. Meaning I have to kill these troops or my troops are gonna die. Well, since I have magic, I may as well use it. Well, since it's next to the southeastern owl statue, I should probably also capture it. Alright. That was close. Base is right there too. That's brave. Alright. Oh, it's the siege captain thing again. Okay. The base and other stuff is kind of tightly packed in this level, and I think now it's time for the Skulltula to appear as well. Well, because we're dealing with all these Dane things, I mean, troops fleeing, we can't really, kill them right now, can we? Alright. Alright. Oh, I can't use that while I'm magicked? Well, that's a bit dumb. Looks like I have to lock the lawn way back. Whatever. That means my magic is technically gonna go to waste here. I was about to say if that could kill it, that would be cool. Okay, we still need 1,600 more KOs. I've had to use Magic Fountain Plus a lot more in this one, just because Young Link on his own cannot really handle much. We'll wait a bit longer even after that. Unlike other characters where I just often skip stuff, Young Link I tend to wanna actually use stuff more with him. I don't need to tell him. Well, all that, and I just did this instead. I guess we just dropped the moon onto Skull Kid, who's the one who's supposed to be controlling the moon. Yes, I'll just kill in this form instead. Why the heck not? You're not half bad. Okay. I actually didn't see if I got 60 KOs or not. I did use the Berry Magic just to make sure, but sometimes I miss stuff. Okay, this other one that we have here, this one is actually located in the same place as Skulltula 1 this time. And I think we used Darkness before, so we're gonna use Sia next time. Because why not? I want to use her more, but really, I just want to do other stuff. I don't know what I'm saying, but I used to want to use Deadly too much because I've already might max out. So, used him once just so we didn't get the item that was in South Entrance. Okay, well, I guess we will do it again with him. Why the heck not? Kind of joked around, I guess. Because I forgot to take a keep, and I guess I'll go for that first then, since that's a bit tricky. Problem is, that means I can't use magic, which I usually like using a lot with Young Link. I have to completely skip. Okay, the right side doesn't seem to have anything too bad. So let's just go straight up. Use Magic Fountain to take out these first enemies. Okay, that time we got rid of that keep. A bit quicker. It's kind of frustrating, really, that we have to do this the slow way. Killing all the enemies one by one and usually not using fairy magic. Well, I guess we could use it. In fact, we already have done it quite a bit. I'm just saying we can't use it in ways I'd like to use it for. I just realized the chest... Oh, wait, no. That's not self-entrance keep! I thought I was. Initially, I thought the chest in there was for that, but I guess I am wrong. I guess it is for something else instead, so I have to do this other thing instead. Oh my goodness, can I get near them? Actually, this combo on its own still does a ton of damage, even without magic, because it takes a bit longer to L, which is a bit annoying for me in particular. I like how it waited until then, after the other chip side, to like, now we are gonna gain morale. I don't know they weren't interested in doing it sooner. And yeah, if I haven't mentioned this before, by the way, already, it's almost impossible to save every single Hylian captain in this mission. They're just too spread out. So the only thing you really can do to hurt them is to just defeat a captain as soon as possible. And then they will get weak again, and then you can defeat them easier that way. Right? Okay, south entrance means it's right all the way down a long ways away. Which is a bit annoying to get to, but that's just what we have to deal with. Oh, I also just realized I could have been spending magic to get more specials back too, technically, but I wasn't doing other stuff. Also, about magic thing, I'm not gonna use the fairy magic yet, because I don't want to take out too many troops. Instead, I'm gonna try and do this. Alright, Tingle's gone. Okay. Almost done with all these. Okay, now it's appeared. But I need to do all the other stuff first, so let's do the quick capture of this, hopefully. Oh, or not. Because I messed that up a bit. Now, this is where the item was. A bit annoying. It's very far away from where I want to be, but it is what it is, I guess. And I cannot magic transfer, unfortunately, with Link. A special, or convert, rather. That's what I should say. So I'm gonna have to find it instead. Which I did. And then I can use Extreme Crust to take out Skull Kid. Okay. Interesting. Wait a tab. Okay. Okay. And he's gone. Alright, nice. Okay, that's taken care of. And I made sure to actually hit the item this time. That was partially my own fault. I was going so fast in one of the other attempts that I simply forgot about the heart container. You see, I thought I'd already gotten it because I thought it was in somewhere else, but I was like, nope. It's in actually this spot instead. Alright. And all the pieces of that illustration have now been collected. Alright. 1,000 enemies before the rogue forces due. Limited to Boat Boy again. Goodness, they want us to play Boat Boy a lot. How about no? How about I just do Ink this time? And then once this is done, we'll finally get to defeat the Demon King of the castle. Which will be nice for once. We'll be done with another map. And I'll use the spare time I have, which probably will be a lot, to do other stuff. But beyond that, Time to cheat another Rogue Forces mission. This time it's Lana that we're using. Or Lana we're facing off against, rather. Again, should be pretty easy because, again, we can do cheat tricks on this one. So if you remember the last video, you probably may have not noticed this yet, but we can just respawn tons of troops by just spamming the crap out of magic. Fairy magic. And after doing it enough times, we could just we could just get everyone killed, and that's that. I didn't see if there was more, so I'm gonna make more appear. Oh, there's a Phantom Ganon here all of a sudden. Oh, there's... Oh my goodness, there's so much. And we're done. See what I mean? You could cheese these so surprisingly quick with, and fairy magic. It's actually unbelievable how fast this is. Not even a challenge. I like how these ones were initially made to be more tense because you have to compete against the rogue forces, but yet when you have fairy magic, you can just destroy them completely anyway. Not a challenge at all, which means we get an easy out with this one, and then we get to go to the Demon King, the final boss of the Great Sea. Meaning, which would make this as well, make this the finale technically. And we have, so, looks like we have to use Boat Boy again. Alright. I don't have a good light character, so I'm just gonna use Sheik and Sia, just cuz, and then we'll be done. We'll do a similar thing like before. We're gonna send King Daphnes to get other stuff and a couple of other items. Now, what's the final battle gonna be like? I know it's gonna be on this map. It would be silly if it wasn't on Ganon's Tower. But what's it actually gonna be? Oh, it's capture the barrier keeps. I just realized. Okay then. I'm actually tempted to use both because he's closer, but I want to use Sheik. And speaking of which, you have to go down to... Actually, the keep you're in is actually just fine. We'll just send you there. But again, we're gonna probably take everything with Sheik first. So again, another 1,600 troops to defeat. I'm gonna capture other keeps too. I don't know why I'm going through here, by the way, but I'm just starting here because I figured why not? It's more convenient. Then we'll go up, capture these two, and then send Boat Boy in to get those treasures. Alright, barrier fortified number 1 is going to die. Now we can't get that because King Daphnes is needed for that. Oh goodness, he's already ready. Already he's ready to create the magic barrier. Definitely I can at least get this captured before the thing is finished. Nice, okay, I got it. Okay, that's good, because I need to kill a barrier specialist. Nice, we got magic in case we need to use it with Sia. Oh, let's switch to Boat Boy for just a second to take this keep real quick. And get his first item, then send him down for his other item, which is gonna be down here. come on. Please tell me there's magic here. Thank goodness. I like how one that we're supposed to capture to get a thing to remove the barrier is the one that the barrier specialist is trying to fortify, which is a bit awkward, but yeah, we're not going to let that happen. We're just going to do this. This is like the other barrier missions as well, but there's, of course, more barriers to deal with in general, so I guess it's a bit more annoying, but not really that bad, really. Also, since we have a Ganon to face, we should probably actually gather the characters where Ganon is. Or where Ganon appears, rather. And we need this for a quest anyway, so let's take that. And get this. Yeah, I don't really care about you, Hylian Captain. You could just die. And useless Hylian Captains can't do anything right, it seems. Instead, I'm more focused on this other stuff. Alright. And there we go. All the barrier fortified keeps are gone, which means we no longer have to deal with that app anymore. We'll do this extra safety, and then we're pretty much done with magic uses right now. And by the way, I kind of joked around. It seems I will be saving that Hylian Captain after all. I noticed there were some devious troops lurking nearby, so before I do anything else, I'm gonna kill myself with that first. I'm gonna kill my health with that first, because I need his materials and other stuff, so I'm gonna kill him first. And then I'll kill Giriam as well. Wait, does that mean Ganondorf is gonna be the boss of this? Because the last time we faced us, we had Sia as the opponent, which is a bit awkward, but still kind of makes sense, because Sia does get controlled by Ganondorf, so I guess it makes sense, but if we already have Zet and Giriam to face, then it only makes sense for them to throw Ganondorf. Yep. Called it. Called it. I called it. Ganondorf is the actual boss, but before we do that, we need to make sure we get the item first, which now confirms that we have all the other items, so now we can take out Ganondorf. Which means pretty much the music just continues, because instead of getting the do-do-do-do, it just goes straight to Ganondorf's theme. Now, taking out Ganondorf here makes a lot more sense than taking out Sia, simply because he becomes Ganon later in the storyline, and by taking him out, we have summoned the beast, Demon King of the castle. It's him, Ganon. Because this is already a pretty rare animation to see, I figure I may as well show it off, because it's cool. Just completely showering a mirror and then just appearing. That's how he appears. So we have another Dark Beast Ganon to take out, and he's spawned very dangerously close to where our Amander is, and we have no fast way to get over there either. Looks like we're going to just be trekking the long way here. I'll just make sure that our other characters come as well. And of course, the reason why I want my extra characters over there is because then I can use tricks along with other things to... Oh, and also everybody's going towards Toon Lake, not like I care. I don't know what exactly is happening on all those other keeps, but I don't really care. Oh wow, he's going right into the base as well. That's not a fun sign, but... Oh, as long as we can attack him, that'd be good. Whoa! I need to probably take at least 2 of these out again. Like before, we can use Extreme Crush a couple of times to take stuff up, and I also just realized I can use King Daphnese's Extreme Crush to get him down a bit too. Okay, barely got his weak point break. Barely killed him as well. Well, it helps having a level 4 weapon, and with that, we are done with the Great Sea map officially. Since this is a egg, we're gonna show this off again, because why not? It's not often you get to see credits after finishing off the adventure maps. There might be a new one for later. Also, when I first looked at this, I'm actually kind of frustrated that Phantom Ganon wasn't actually the final boss of this, since Phantom Ganon is technically the final boss of Wind Waker, so, well, in a way, I guess Ganondorf is, but I mean, Phantom Ganon is one of the last bosses you encounter, so it would make more sense if you face him than Ganon, but I guess, again, it just seems more interesting to put in, which I guess would make sense. Alright. I like how a lot of this stuff is still showing on the regular adventure map rather than Great Sea map, because they didn't have much time to make this. Of course, this is slightly different than the original anyways, because the original didn't include a lot of these other characters. There was only a very limited amount. Mainly it include characters like Toon Link and other stuff. But the Switch version does, so that means we get to see all the extra characters in addition to that. Meaning it is technically different, but for this, yeah, it's more or less the same intro, but yeah. Okay. Alright. See, look, even that's showing on the VOD map. That's not supposed to be in the Venture map, but whatever you say, game. I like how it tells you all of them thanks for everyone who worked on the original Hyrule Warriors game and Hyrule Warriors Legend game being this game, because this game's version is technically based off of Hyrule Warriors Legends for the 3DS. It's the first version to actually include all these new maps and technically be more of a complete game. And now peace returns to rather the Great Sea, and it ends the story. What's funny enough is they show the other extra characters we unlocked, but they don't actually show them in the ending. Meaning, maybe if we take out a different boss, maybe something will happen. But yeah, not quite as hard as some other maps. I don't know why, but the final battle tends to be a lot more chill than others. Alright, so with that, we completed Connected Seas, and we got all secret elements on this map too. And we go back to the menu. Now, to confirm this, of course, we have to go back into the Great Sea, because if we go back into the Great Sea, we, of course, get the Hundo intro. 100% complete ending, meaning we have at least A-ranked all the maps. And then to further confirm, if you change display, you should see at least 3 of those. The fairy one doesn't matter, because you don't get fairies really. So that confirms we have 100% the Great Sea map, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the video. I mentioned I wanted to do stuff a bit more in Cucco Fury mode. Well, I finally got the chance to do that, so we're gonna take a bit of time here, and we're gonna actually do a 7,000 KOs mission. Why the heck not? It'll celebrate us getting through this map, and to be fair, it'll be cool. Which is going to be nice, because the next map after this, oh boy, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be the Lolo map. We're actually going to be not 100%ing it, but we're going to do a lot of the Lolo map, because I guess I should briefly explain before I do anything else, but this part is going to be the beginning of the part of which I like to call the Extreme Grind Stimulator, or rather, one thing I should say while I'm busy pecking at all these enemies is, this will be the beginning of the grind that I'm going to simply nickname the 4+ weapon grind. Remember what I mentioned with the level 4+ weapon grind or whatever? Well, I also found that it's not really that difficult to get the 4+ weapons either. In fact, you can get a lot of them 60+-ish very easily. And the only reason I went back to the Great Sea map was simply to get other stuff. By the way, I don't care which rank I get on this. All I want to do is finish this map for the first time, and that's about it. But anyway, so the reason why I like this map more than others is because for Cucco only, this is actually the alternative grind map. Now, if you remember Ganon, because Ganon is so powerful, he's best off just going to whatever map is strongest, and that is the map that involves other stuff, which is more or less actually it's survival battle level 3. Like, you probably remember us doing that quite a bit. Yeah, we do survival battle level 3, and that's how we get our other stuff. But in this one, we can't really do that, and time to defeat all the listicles before stuff happens. But anyways, Cucco's kind of mixed. He's a better character for taking out regular bosses, but he's a weaker character for taking out pretty much everything else. Not including heroes. I mean giant bosses, rather. He takes forever to take them out, because he has a little bit more difficult, because if the bosses do anything, he basically gets screwed. And it's not easy to take them out either. You're effectively forced to strong attack the crap out of them. But yeah, this is what you have to do. And I do recommend taking out Goma, because if he stays in the battle, then it's just going to be really annoying. The strong attack is how you knock them down, by the way, so of course that's what we do. But yeah, essentially what I have to do is a strong attack followed by some combo attack to get some cheap damage and then just dodge out. And then if I fail the combo, I have my special attacks to save myself a bit of damage. You can also combo other stuff into the strong attack, and I also think it's possible to use the strong attack to knock other enemies down as well. And you're probably thinking, oh, I could probably just use other stuff, but again, I think I've mentioned this a couple times before. If you try and use anything but the strong attack, you won't be able to knock down any giant bosses, making them extremely scary and difficult, because they already are pretty scary. And then you get this spot on top of that, it's just really annoying. And I guess it's a bit late to use this, but whatever. I'll just use it now. Oh, and technically that, I guess, knocks him down as well. Okay, well, we defeated that first one, getting him out of the way. Now we can actually do more interesting stuff. I think simply because Cucco takes longer is probably the reason why they removed the time requirement, just because they knew people would probably take way too long to reach the time goal as Cucco, so they probably removed the time goal on stuff to make it a bit easier. While I could do other stuff, I actually don't want to leave this area. I'd rather stay here. Well, what I say that as a joke, and what I mean by it... Oh. Okay, that was really bad. Even I will agree that was really bad for me in there. So, what I actually meant to say was, rather than grinding a later map in the game, I'm just gonna grind here because, one, it's much easier, and two, there's actually a strategy with Cucco that only Cucco can do that makes this considerably easier to do than with Ganon, because Ganon can't actually defeat the heroes that easily. Cucco can, so because they are pretty much infinitely appearing, we can actually do a really good strategy with this, which is nice. But that being said, I don't want to take forever either, so we're gonna hurry up and defeat enemies to cause more opponents to appear. And then once they mood cells appear, we're gonna start doing this little pattern, or at least I have a pattern set up where I'm gonna just hit them non-stop. And there we go, we are once again in magic form again. And this is literally all you do. You just mash in and do this attack string until all of the Dark Rootles are dead, and then you kind of just do other stuff. And if for some reason you mess up, you can just dodge a couple of times, and then you can get back into the spot where you're going. And you just do this until they're all dead, and then it's pretty good. That's always a cute animation to watch, but beyond that, that strategy I just showed you is one of the better ways to level up this character, and I'm gonna at least take it to 100 because I'm not sure if I can grind as easily on the other maps, so we're gonna do this, and then we're probably not going to come back here for a while, simply because I want to be a decent level before doing stuff with Cucco, because although I don't need to probably time attack this, I'd rather not have to deal with it. But I guess one thing I can do since we are here, we may as well try and time attack a level that I may have failed before. Just to check if I need KOs for that or something else. Because if it is only damage, then it'll be extremely easy to do. It'll be more about dodging, actually, than doing other stuff. But yeah, beyond it, this is literally the strat. Just attack these Rootles all in a group. You can hold them down very quickly. It will take a long time at first, but once you go a little bit quicker, you can get more of them as you go later into the aim. Again, I don't really care what rank I get, I'm just trying to finish the map. The main reason I wanted to try and force an A rank on the last map was simply so I didn't have to replay it, because certain maps can take a really long time to replay, and I'd rather not have to deal with that. But yeah, that's about it. The strategy almost seems boring in kind of a way, simply because it's so easy to pull off compared to the other strategies. Like, when you're not dealing with the giant bosses, all you have to do is peck and win. That's really all it takes. It's silly, but that's just how Cucco works. What's funny is that a lot of people call him a joke character because he was just added like, as a backup. I think really it was intended to just be only Ganon, but they added him because, like, why not? As for how late I'm going to do stuff, you probably won't see Cucco used again until I get challenge mode done, because once I start challenge mode, since this is also technically a challenge in its own right, I'm going to then start doing other stuff. Oh, and Goma's back. It means I have to deal with his stupid attacks again. I'm just gonna knock him away so I don't have him dealing with me, and then I'm gonna then This side. Use bat attack and camera turning to see if Goma is attacking me, which thankfully he isn't. Goma is so hard to deal with, let it be known. I guess I could just use strong attack twice and that might be better. Simply because it's stronger. But the animation, it just barely works out that I could do it and hit him. You think you're stronger than my Cucco? Wait, so now all of a sudden this isn't an individual Cucco? Suddenly Lana thinks this is his? And by the way, I used that as a pad button because I was too close to Goma, so I didn't want to take extra damage. There are tons of troops here, my gosh. The army of troops all of a sudden has appeared. This might get to the point where I may have to special a little bit for safety. Alright. To be fair, they are kind of surrounded right now. Okay, now we get more Dark Riddles appearing. Fortunately, it doesn't last for long because usually you end up finishing by this point. But we'll try to do our best and take out as many as we can, at least. Got all the Dynafloss as well. Look at all of them. There's so many! Good grief. The third Dark Riddle army here is kind of just chilling while I'm trying to take it out. And there we go, it's done. That took longer than I wanted. I don't think I'm gonna be able to have enough time for the other mission. We were hopelessly outnumbered, but we prevailed. Okay. I forgot. I think it was 40, so I think I gained like 3 levels from this. It's one of the better strategies for grinding, that's for sure. At least that I know of. So, let's be honest, the other grind might be better. In fact, I might consider doing a cheat trick to grind stuff a bit easier, because Darunia technically gives more experience, so I could technically get more experience for him, but I don't know if I want to. That, of course, will be done off-screen, and also I'll probably be doing a death abuse there. I haven't mentioned, but if you die in any of the missions instead of finishing them, select any option, and you can still keep the experience you gain. So, if you die towards the end, you can actually get a lot more troops defeated that way. The problem is, will I be able to even do that? And what I mean by that is actually farming defeat 99 enemies instead of 7k. But, you know what? That's gonna be it, though, for this art. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.